So here's the target point right here. We have a nice sandy beach. I'm hoping to find a spot over here on this left side that I can get over to and cross with my raft. So today we only have the raft and only a couple of things, just the bare minimum. I think if I could get over to that side, I could find some crevices that haven't been hit in a very long time. So that's the goal today, cross, and that's our point. So let's get down to the water and see if we can make it. Do a reveal real quick. I have a good feeling about this. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Holy crap. Look at that. What the heck? That is one pan. Oh my gosh. Holy. That is one pan with 1, 2, 3 pickers and a bunch more gold. We are gonna have a good day. So I found a much easier place to cross. Our first goal was actually up in the canyon, but the canyon's too thin and too fast, so I'm not risking having all my stuff in the raft because we're bringing everything across: my phone, my wallet, my keys, basically a few crevicing tools, and I'm not risking all that for the water being a little rough. And if I can't paddle fast enough with the shovel, we're going down some rapids. And so our second spot I was thinking is hitting this spot right here, but it's too fast on this side. So I finally found an area that we can launch from that's real slow. What I could do is paddle up, cross, and dock over here, and we can walk up to that little beach over there. All right, we made it to the launching area. We finally found one that's doable. There is a couple of crevices I could probably clean out before I head over to the other side, but I know the other side has not been touched. Here there's workings everywhere all along this river. Over there is only accessible, so on that side it's only accessible for about a couple months of the year, especially with gear. You have to swim across this, and this water is still pretty fast. Doesn't look it, but it's going still pretty fast. I wouldn't swim in it. Maybe in some of the lower currents for sniping, but as soon as you get out towards the middle, if you're holding gear, you're gonna be swept down. So the goal with our, oh, there's that trout. Look at that thing. A little trout right there. So awesome. There's a big one right here. So the goal is, let's get this raft blown up. We'll get all our gear shuttled across and start working that side. And I'm hoping the crevices are untouched over there. So maybe we'll be looking at some good gold today. So let's go ahead and get everything set up, and let's blow up the raft, and hopefully we look at some really good gold. All right, I'm pretty excited. So this side of the river, there's already a couple of boil holes that are untouched, which is really rare. I love doing boil holes, and look at the size of this thing. I have found some really big gold in boil holes like this before, so we actually will be digging in here. I know this thing's probably loaded some really good gold. Don't know how it's gonna look, but look at this. This is one of my favorite things to work as well. These kind of canyons that kind of come down. Usually the gold comes over and it just concentrates right here. So this is gonna be great. There's a crevice over here that is just completely packed. We got so much stuff to work. It's honestly amazing. So we got all this bedrock all the way over there. We got a gravel bar to work. Super excited. Getting across was way easier than expected. With my time limited, I decided to jump into crevicing and testing. The goal for the day was to cover as much ground as possible. I was going to start at the boat and work my way up the canyon as far as I could make it. Right, so this crevice wasn't as packed as I would like. Obviously someone has cleaned this side. I'm sure someone's floated down a couple years ago or whatnot, or last year, but crevices do fill back up. But I do know there's quite a few that are probably untouched, because there's only a few months of the year you can hit these, and I'm sure you have to be selective with a limited amount of time, especially how far you have to hike to get to here. So, ooh, I'm seeing some black sands. Oh, and I'm seeing some gold. Oh yeah. Go ahead and do a reveal real quick. Oh yeah, there's definitely gold in that. Woo-hoo. May not be a huge gold, but there's a good amount. So definitely some good crevices around here. But yeah, let's keep prospecting and see what else we get. Here's a spot definitely gonna have some gold. Got some nice crevices over here. Here too. All this is gonna have great gold. This is amazing. So basically all untouched after a while, and there's all this. This is what I really wanted to look at. Obviously there's great crevices here. Whew. There's so much to clean out. This is what I really want to look at. There's like a gravel bar, which looks really interesting. From above it looked amazing. I'm sure it is. Look at all this. There's probably gold all up here. Some concentrated gold here. I'm sure there's gold throughout all this. No one's really been over here. Almost guarantee it. I really want to know why there's so much cobble right there. Like, is it coming down from the mountain, or what's up with that? Maybe we'll do some tests over there. Probably bring the boat over here, but let's do that one crevice that looked amazing. Alright, I am honestly surprised how much material was here. I thought it was going to be much less. Try to get as much rocks as I could out of here, but we'll have to pan real carefully. I have a good feeling about this pan, but we'll see. We'll see. Could be good, could be bad. I just know that basically that whole crevice, it keeps going, and there's a lot of dirt in there, which is good. A lot of places for gold to get stuck, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, let's do a reveal real quick. I have a good feeling about this. Oh yeah. Oh my. Holy crap. Look at that pan. Oh, what the heck? That is one pan. Oh my gosh. That is one pan with 1, 2, 3 pickers and a bunch more gold. We are gonna have a good day. Alright, so that was incredible with how much gold we got in that one pan. I'd love to come back and maybe work some of this lower stuff too. Just look at all these places I can pop out, and I'm sure it's just loaded with gold. So I think the plan here is to follow this crevice down. I'm sure this pinch point is gonna have just as much gold. So we're gonna now clean this out and see what's in there. So let's go ahead and do that. I actually would love to even get up here and see follow that crevice up at one point, because look at there, I'm sure there's gold everywhere in here. I'm sure it's loaded. So we just have such limited amount of time with such rich ground to work. So we gotta be wise with what we choose. So all right, I am just impressed with this spot. I know it's untouched, but even the flood sands were just loaded. So I'm just cleaning off sands that have been sitting here, and I did a pan and I got probably 0.05 to 0.1 of just micro gold. It was incredible. So we're gonna do another pan of this sand. I didn't record it just because just trying to get it panned as fast as I can, but I'll show you guys this one. So it's just incredible with how much gold's here. I know what you guys are probably thinking. I do need a vacuum, but it's already hard enough carrying this raft across, so I'm just going minimalistic over here. Down to the black sands, and I think I already see some gold. All right, guys, let's do a reveal. I am just, oh my goodness, there's already so much gold right there. Ooh, we got a little nugget, tiny. It's a picker, but it's real coarse and rough, which I love. Find these all the time at this spot. Look at that thing. Woohoo! Oh, make some noise. We love it. Let's snuff this up and keep going. All right, so I was gonna work this right here, but I decided to try to go up first, see if it's worth going up into this canyon. So I'm working behind. Let's get I keep sitting on my snuffer. I'm not sure how much gold I've lost just sitting on it. I'm sure I do that a lot. But right here we got some good looking material. I'm sure there's gonna be a little bit of gold. We'll see if it's decent, but I'm hoping there's something decent back here. So grab all these dead branches. It's pretty jammed in there. I'm not sure if we can get this out. All right, we got plenty of material. Don't know if anyone's gonna have gold. Gotta find out. All right, let's go pan this out and see. We're down to the concentrates. Go ahead and do a pan back and see what we got. Is that lead? Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh my gosh. Little nuggets. Another amazing piece. It's just, I think we know where we're cleaning out more of. That is just a coarse piece of gold. Oh my goodness. Plus some lead. That's working our way up. So I guess we got to keep cleaning out there. It's just amazing, man. Whoo-wee. Amazing. This is definitely a day to remember. I can't believe I'm getting this much gold in every single crevice. It was definitely worth buying that kayak. I have a feeling I'm going to be seeing a lot more inflatable kayaks out at the rivers now that this video is out, if it does well. So, but we'll see. Honestly, this is just amazing to see this much gold. Like, I've always wondered pack crevices, because everywhere I work, most of the material has been worked pretty hard, and so I'm just scraping up what they left. And once in a while you'll hit a crevice that has some good gold, but very rarely. So all right, let's snuffer that up and keep working that. All right, so I did do some higher flood material up here, or concentrate material, and I didn't get down deep, but I did get into some really good looking stuff, and there is gold. It's just not amazing, but I probably shouldn't waste my time with that material when I know these crevices are loaded. So we pretty much cleaned out most of these concentrated crevices, so we are gonna go look for a new spot. So we're gonna go towards that cobble and see if we can't find another decent spot. And I do want to check out that cobble bar as well, so we'll go ahead and do that here in a second. Let's grab our snuffer and our crevicing tools and head over to that cobble bar and see if we see any good crevices. All right, so I worked a bunch of crevices over here. I'm about to take a lunch, and then we're gonna try over here where it's a little more steep. So I know there's good gold over there, but I'm gonna take a lunch real quick, get some hydration, and we'll continue. And also, once we get to where our food's at, I will show you guys what we got so far. We got some really chunky stuff. Nothing huge yet. It's all really big stuff for me, but for some that are like no nuggets, but it's all nice pickers. There's chunky pieces, like coarse pieces. I'm just loving it. All kinds of gold. So my guesses were about 3/4 of a gram to a gram of gold so far. So yeah, let's go take a lunch and continue prospecting. All right, let's have a look at what we got so far. My guess is a 3/4 of a gram, but I haven't seen it yet too, so that's just from what I've seen so far. So let's see, guys. Have a look. Probably should hit this thing with a magnet, but I know I'm gonna get more black sand. Whew. Look at that smile. Look at those chunky bits. Yeah, I'd say 3/4 of a gram is a good guess. So not a bad haul so far. So let's take a lunch, clean this up a little bit, and then we're gonna continue down, hiking our way up. So I just had to cool off the kayak a little bit too. So we are doing very good so far. All right, so we made it to the spot that I thought would have better crevices, just because it's harder to access here. And obviously, yeah, I can go over, but what we'll do is test a couple of these crevices and see what we have. But before we do that, I could probably jump over this right here and then see if there's anything up there. So it seems like some of the best crevices are a little higher. So I see a couple of things we could break open. Definitely try out some of this right here. There's some crevices. Oh, here we go, some packed stuff. So let's go ahead and first I'm gonna break this open, see if there's anything in between those, maybe that, and then we'll get to a little bit more what you want to work, which is this. But this just looks like it has already a lot of material between it, so let's see. All right, so I just did that crevice and there was nothing, so I went up higher, right up at this ledge. There's a big old hole up there, and I just did a pan, and look at this. We got much chunkier gold. Look at this, much better stuff. So I'm gonna go up there and get some more crevice material. It's a little bit hard to get up there and bring down the pans, but definitely worth it. That's a nice little piece right there. So we're definitely getting way better material there. So we're gonna be working that higher material and try to just stay safe, especially almost fell, you know, that's not exactly easy to climb down with one hand, and especially wet water shoes. So yeah, it's a nice little picker. Obviously there's a nice crevice right there. There's a couple of crevices like these. I'm sure they're loaded, but I just wanted to test something. So there's a little hole right here. I just got a pan full and went down there and got a couple of nice pieces in there. So obviously there's great gold up here. Ooh, look at this. I might have to do that one second. Looks amazing. Woo. All this does, it's just crazy that there's gold way up here no one's touched. So let's fill the rest of the pan up, some material, and go pan it. See if there's anything in this one. So just a couple of pieces of flour gold. So I don't know if we'll find anything else up here. I might have just got lucky with that nice little flake. Let's see, where was that crevice I wanted to clean out? Crevice is not that deep as I thought. Let's try this material. Surprised, we got some big flakes in here. So let's check this out. So that was from that crevice. Look at those mondos. That is impressive. A couple of nice pieces in there. Down. Let's go pan this out and then we'll start heading back. So we still gotta pack and row across and hike out of here. got a whole bullet shell, a 22 round. That is wild. It's a rim fire. I don't know if it'll go off anymore. It might be too old. It's wild. I was over there scraping it. Look at that for a pan. That might be our second best pan of the day. Alright guys, we made it to the other side. We got the raft all blown down and ready to pack up. We're about to pack everything up and hike out of here. I'm honestly impressed with what's on the other side. If we hit it a couple times, there's definitely gonna be a lot more gold. So I hit just like the easiest spots, and obviously there's a lot more crevices to hit and a lot of gold over there, but you just gotta come back a bunch of times. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. There was lots of gold. I'm excited to get home and weigh it up. You guys don't have to wait, but I gotta wait. Got a long hike ahead of me, and then top of that there's a it's very hot. So also a huge shout out to any new channel members this week, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, we are back, and look at all this chunky gold. Look how amazing that is. There's so much amazing looking gold in there, this chunky stuff. So let's go ahead and turn this on. Tear it. Alright, let's see. I'm excited to see how much we got. This is all just crevices that are untouched. Oh, I for sure thought I had way more than a gram. I'm surprised I only got a gram. Wow. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Also, a huge shout out to my channel members and Patreon members listed up on the screen. If you guys would like to help support the channel, consider checking out my website mishaboylan.com. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.
He's chasing dreams of gold worldwide. Misha passes dreams with pride, shining nuggets in the daylight. With every scoop, this tale's untold. A YouTuber digging up the gold.